Yeah. Ayo, 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 oh, ayo, 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 oh, ayo, 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 ayo. Tonight the sky is softly calling, cancer moon upon the sea. Every heartbeat is.
Nai mai haere mai e te whānau. Welcome to the Wednesday Wisdom Circle with the grandmothers of Mu. It's our absolute pleasure to be bringing this to you tonight. We are working with multiple wisdoms. Yeah, wisdom from, well, the remnants of the Māori New Year, plus also the energies of the new moon in Cancer, and some awesome tips and tricks from the beautiful brother Earl Nightingale, who, I'd love to share some of the wisdom from there, but also some other fun things that we've done on past journeys that we're going to share about. So looking forward to all of that. So, oh, yay, we've got a few more whānau who are coming in. We've got our beautiful sister. It's just coming, Taniwha. Kia ora, Taniwha, from Te Whenua o Te Moemoeā. And we also have another beautiful sister who we haven't seen for ages. Ayana, yay, Ayana Leslie, who's Mrs. Sand Magic. Great to have you with us, darling.
Thank
Kia
you.
ora.
Thank you.
Beautiful. We'll just pop everybody on mute because of sometimes we get a bit of a reverberation, so very good. So, yeah, and of course, I'm your host, Nanny T, Te Kura Turiki, and Granny Anhara Sondari is also with us in the house, and we're broadcasting to you from two different places. I'm here from the Kupu Temple, the Mu Kupu Temple, Thames Aotearoa, and Anhara is from Taupo Nui, I was going to say Kiwa, Atia, Taupo Nui Atia, which is Taupo. And so, yeah, we are definitely really excited to bring this new information, these codings to you. Of course, your presence is our gift. It's the greatest gift. It's what helps to power up this mothership. And thanks to each and every one of you for showing up for yourselves, for each other, for the realm, for the mothership. And yeah, all those watching the replay, kia ora as well. It's great to have you guys be witnessing this. And so please be sure to engage and share, once it's broadcast, if you can share and like and send us some love if you like what we're saying. Yeah, there you go. Jenny knows how. You just go onto your tools there. I think that's easy enough to find. Might be more difficult on phone, but yeah, it'd be great to have some love coming your way. And if you have anything that you'd like to share, it's always good to pop it in the chat box. Or if you've got something that you really want to share that you would prefer to do so on a more one-to-one and actually share in the group, then please put your hand up. We'd love to hear your sharing as well. Because it can be an interactive space. It is more us sharing, but, this is also your space. So welcome, everybody. And welcome to the new people who have just come on. Natalie and Neil, kia ora. We have 19 in the house right now, so that's good innings for a Wednesday night. Yay. And I'm just now going to do a quick cleansing ceremony. So bringing the ahi ka, cleansing our fields above us, below us, before us, and behind us, within us, and without us. Te kotahitanga o te mu e te wairua tapu. Haere mai ka kahutia mātou i tō aroha. whakakotahitia nā iwi katoa. I raro I te rangi ko tahi, ka hoki te oranga, ka tau te rongo, ko te hā o te mū e manawatia. Tututu, whakamaua ki a teina. Haumi e, hui e, taiki e. O Sacred Spirit, come cloak us in your love. Unite all tribes as one, beneath the one sky. Let healing return, let peace settle, let the sacred breath of Mu be embraced. It is fixed, it is bound, as we join together as one. Aho. So, whānau, tonight it's like the meeting place of these sacred gateways. We've got 3 sacred gateways that we're really going to connect into. And looking forward to sharing this new year magic with you and manifesting your best life. So without further ado, I'd love to get Anhara to come on and do a little share. And yeah, what's cooking, sister, in your little galactic grandmother kitchen?
Do you mean what's stirring in my kitchen?
Oh,
Yes, well, this is some of the temple work that we do, whānau. Can you see that all? I actually bent that spoon with my mind, and Spirit prompted me to get it out tonight. And I thought I didn't get rid of it, but I thought I might have, but I found it in my drawer because I thought it was pretty cool. I like
actually,
to show
you're gonna have to put it
up
in
here.
front of your face so people can
Okay.
see it because
Yeah.
they can't.
Can you see
There
it
we go.
now?
Yeah, can see
Yeah.
it now. Oh,
Yeah, you can see that I bent it. So we used to have a lot of fun, and sometimes we'd have big groups and doing the spoon bending activity, and we actually wouldn't stop until every person bent their spoon. And I'll tell you how this works. So I just wanted to say it's our superpower. So it's the coherence with your mind, a focused state with molecules. You enter a deep state of meditation, and you visualize the metal softening and applying like physical pressure to the neck of the spoon. You center yourself, the deep breathing, you visualize, this is a really important bit, the atomic structure loosening, or the white light flowing from you into the metal. And so you're basically playing with molecules, and you and the spoon become one molecule in a way. And that's how you bend it, because there's no separation. So we must have, I don't know how many spoons you've bent. How many have you bent, do you reckon?
oh God, dozens, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But really,
It's
there is no spoon.
That's right, because I don't know if anyone else in the audience has actually ever bent spoons with their mind. I honestly didn't think, I actually did think I could do it, but I knew it would take some effort. It was actually easier than I thought. It didn't actually take that long. Quite a few people could do it instantly, but when other people got their mind into it, then they struggled. But this is all about energy. This is all about energy, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I thought it was pretty super cool, right? All our superpowers. Okay, so I wanted to do a little bit about the new moon, my take on it. Well, it's actually not my take. I follow someone called Chasing Chiron. I quite like him. And Kai Pacha, he's a Leo. He's a little bit out the gate actually, but quite funny, but very good at astrology. So the new moon in Cancer, it's called Certainly Uncertain. I like that. Will it come together? You asking yourself, will it come together? What am I trying to build? Will it actually be a thing? Am I on the right path? Will I actually come together in the way I want it to come together? This is all negative, fear-based narrative. And these are the blocks. So the new moon is conjunct Mercury, square Vector, and Pallas and Aries. It's all about that feminine energy. And so the masculine wants to try and come in and kind of problem solve and get it out of the way, but it's not actually about that. So where in your life, these are the questions, where in your life are you feeling the greatest uncertainty now? Just feel into that one. What story have you been telling yourself right now about why you can't move forward until you have more certainty? When the uncertainty comes up, how do you usually respond to it? Is it that response bringing you closer to what you want, or is it moving you further away into the discomfort in the moment? So process the emotional uncertainty without letting it making our decisions, because we're often driven by emotions. If you trusted the process instead of a sign that something was wrong, what would emotional mastery look like? But I like this comment too from someone. They said that this moment with the new moon in Cancer, they're certainly uncertain. The person felt like they were stuck in a snow globe that was being shaken by a toddler. And I thought, what a great analogy, right? So stay open and you will see clearly and make healthy long-term decisions. So that's it for that bit. But I wanted to talk too in this part of it about the basket. And one of our beautiful sister, Gail Francis, a few of them on here know her, beautiful, beautiful being of light. And she talked about the basket being the defined diamond, the shape of the planets, Jupiter, Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, as they align in the heavens. It is said that this alignment forms the core structure as we move into our new Earth. And that's what my movement's all about. It's about new Earth. And we're having to really be creative here. We can't really build it from the old mind. We're having to build it from the heart space. Our love and trust remains key, no matter what is occurring in the heavens. It is said that the structural alignment forms the core structure as we move into new Earth. Our love and our trust remain the key, no matter what is occurring in the heavens. We are all affected. May whatever is arising for each of us be attended to with our heart and with grace. This we can and are doing as our compassion for all remains constant. Thank you for your your gifting into this great space. So the diamond codes as we speak are as one, for we are the one and the all from the many mansion worlds of God. And she did a little activation from her team, and it is there are no fancy words here, dear ones, simply divine love in action, pure and eternal, for you are all diamonds, dear ones. There is no exceptions, you understand. May these frequencies imbued within activate and expand all you are and all you were born to be, for they are powerful and will serve you well. Should you choose to meditate on them, it is time, dearest ones, to completely surrender as you open your heart fully to light, clear of dross, that you receive the grace. The frequencies held within, for there are no words in your language to describe adequately. No, you are watched over with the deepest of love always. You are never alone. I really love that. I thought that was super beautiful. And I'm actually going to talk later about the light body and the diamond light body and just get some clarity around that so we understand those terminologies. Putting down the rako.
Yeah, those beautiful retreats we used to do where we were activating our magical skills. Yeah, with the absence of doubt, we can do anything. It's amazing what the mind will tell us as well. So yeah, this new moon, wow. It's a good one. It is a bit like that, eh? Like people are going through a metamorphosis, like huge. And I do believe it's also connected to the Māori new moon. New year, sorry. The Māori new moon. Yeah, it is in the Māori new moon too, because it's Whiro. We're in the Whiro portal as well. And that combined with those waters of Cancer, that sign, that deep feminine moon sign, because it's ruled by the moon, it's making it even more intense for our emotional experience. And Yeah, Maori New Year, absolutely. That's what Matariki is. So we're actually through this huge gateway right now, and we're still in it. Like, yeah, we're also fully in that new moon frequency. New moons are like empty canvases. So every new moon, it's like an opportunity to wipe the slate clean. It's a really good time to actually do the manifestings that we're wanting to call in, so that when it comes time for the full moon, that everything can be fully brought forward. We bring in those manifestations that we had written down during this gateway. So that's the invitation. If you haven't already done your manifestations, please do so. And I'm going to share a little bit more later about the manifestation strategy that I love everybody in this space to give a go, because there's something in there with this recent breakthrough that I have felt I've had. So yeah, Cancer, going back to that frequency of Cancer, it is asking us right now, what kind of home are you creating for yourself right now? Like the home base being in this physical experience, not just the home around you, but your home inside of you. This body temple is your home. It's your first home. And is your inner world, yeah, full of fear, or is it got a lot of trust there? Because that's actually quite important, that we are working on that level. Is it full of scarcity or possibility, judgment or comparison? So yeah, this is the invitation to really look at how we are living inside ourselves and what's actually happening up here, because this is eventually the things that happen in the mind become visible outside of ourselves. The mind is what is the driver, actually, and a lot of people are in chaos. They can't even think clearly right now, and that's a chance to really fine-tune ourselves and start taking one breath at a time, start really going into the body and asking ourselves some deeper questions. And the other thing about this new moon, and I feel like it's through the moon lens, is that we're not waiting for this shift, because we are the shift. We're actually happening through ourselves. It's actually happening through us. And we are the ground crew as well. So there isn't anybody else coming. We're it, you know. If not us, who? if not, then when? So, we are the ground crew. And as part of the ground crew, we take up our spaces now as the pillars of Mu, as the living pillars of Mu, which is literally pillars of Mu means Pounamu. That's what Pounamu means. So, the Pounamus that we like to wear as decoration, like this one's actually a piece of blue Pounamu. It's called Hini Aotea. And there's a whole waiata, there's a whole karanga to welcome this particular frequency of the blue Pounamu in. But, most people's are the green colour. And the Pounamu was actually more precious than gold at one point. I, sister, if not us, then who, right? Yeah, we are the living Pounamu. Exactly. And so, yeah, this is important that we are, like really anchoring the tongas that we are, because Pounamu is made out of 100, this one here is 144 million-year-old petrified waters. And we, of course, are we're not petrified waters, we're plasma waters, and we are H3O2, which is, a different type of plasma. We are taonga, exactly. We are treasure as well. So this is all part of us claiming who we be in this space, in the skin suit. And, we're also born to follow a divine directive. When we get them, we must follow them because, and they might not be right this minute that you can follow them, but when they do come through, you've got to make sure that it's part of your bucket list, that you tick that off your bucket list, because otherwise you're not able to fulfill that divine destiny, that divine directive, and that legacy that you're here to leave. And most of us are getting the messaging now about, what's needing to happen next and where we're meant to be gravitating towards. There's a reason why many of you have gravitated towards the space. It's because you know that you've had something nudging you for a while, that you've had a divine directive to perhaps be part of something bigger than yourself. And we can get so much more done when we're working together in a team than we can just on our own. So that's what this is about. People are looking for community now as well. So we are here as a divine directive of anchoring this great mothership and getting her lifting off, because, this is what she's wanting. She's wanting a lot of levity. And us as the ground crew, we can offer that just by presence, by our Maori, just from feeding each other's fields, by bringing more of our hydrogen particles online. Oh, kia ora, sister. So grateful to have found the Moo Collective. Aye, sister. Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah, some of you are probably getting a few little witties in your bones, with what's being shared, because this is truth's being spoken as well. And we do need each other right now. And this, who would have known that would be happening down here in little old Aotearoa? But, there is a lot of prophecies around us leading the way, being of first light, being, showing the shift. The shift has to happen here first, apparently. That's from many mouths of many spiritual leaders around the world. So this Cancer new moon invites us now to immerse ourselves in the great waters of remembrance. Of course, we are water. We're in a water planet, and this is an invitation to both flow and let the flow happen through every cell of our being, but also be still enough to feel that living current that's flowing through us, because it's all part of us in our being state, which is a very divine feminine state. And of course, we are beings of water. We are like living rivers, the Wairua. The Wairua comes through the two rivers that live within us. And we are carrying both biology and consciousness through our waters as well. That's the carrier, but it's also the universal solvent. And within our imagination lies the power of creativity that helps to awaken this beautiful mothership, this mother engine of Mu, which is the living field of love, wisdom, and it's all connected to us being in conscious participation. So this, for me, this new moon is about remembering Mu. And yeah, there's actually even some songs that have been written before we started writing songs about Mu. There were other songs that were written about Mu. And just when I was with Rachel recently, we were listening to a song called Moo Moo Land. Used to be played in all the nightclubs years ago, and I'm remembering having a kani to in the nightclubs, dancing to this song. And so we started dancing to it and playing it, and there's a whole movement, KLM, yeah, kia ora. And actually, KLF. Did you want to have a quick kōrero, Rachel, about the bricks? Because that was really new to me, and that's pretty powerful, about the pyramid bricks.
Yeah, so if you listen to their songs and through Spotify, if you can read the lyrics, it talks about the ancients and um, they actually considered themselves a movement. They burnt £1 million actually of their profits. There's some documentaries about them, and they're creating a pyramid over. I think it's a long time. I think it's due to be completed in 23, but it's a living pyramid, so you can actually send human remains that will get encapsulated into bricks to build this pyramid. And every year, when they add more bricks, they put a photo of the people that are creating this living pyramid because our remains hold a DNA frequency as well. So I won't go in too much into it, but do some research. And what I'll do is I'll pop in the group link to their website. And I requested some information as my mum passed recently, and she would have loved it. So I'm going to possibly try and get her into a brick in this pyramid. So, but yeah, I won't go into too much, but do your own research, and I'll put the song and a couple of links in our face chat group tomorrow or tonight.
Sounds great, sister. Yeah, so there's a lot of people talking about moo, not even from just now, but from the past and how significant that is. Of course, our ashes, even though it's not really tikanga Maori to get cremated, a lot of Maori are getting cremated. And like when I cremated my son years ago, my grandparents refused to come to my son's tangi. So I just had to suck it up. And so I was the first one to break it, to break that silence, kind of had to be doing things differently. And instead of wearing black to a tangi, I was wearing white, because, it's an upside down world. This is a purification time. And so Mu was never simply a phase or a place. It was a galactic civilization. It was a dimensional civilization that spanned across the cosmos. And it's a living consciousness as well. It's a very high consciousness that takes us into that unity field of the one heart. And so it's all connected to the heart. It's a civilization of the heart. And it's a frequency waiting to be embodied through humanity. I mean, many of us have already embodied it. I'm sure that if you did do a test where they could test your biofield, many of us would probably be measuring in the 4, 5, 6, 700 range is what my pick is of the Hawkins range. That get kind of measured through megahertz. And, if you're working from the heart intelligence, it measures around 500. So, yeah, and that's the true currency. It's not wealth or power. It's love. And it's peace and it's faith, it's joy. And faith actually is quite a bit higher than love. And so is peace. Peace is higher than love. So, you have to be in the love field to embody those aspects, I guess. And faith is like the just knowing that belief, that unwavering belief of love and action. And joy, truth, authenticity, they all measure very, very high on that scale, on the David Hawkins scale. So every time we embody these frequencies, we strengthen the living field of Mu that is here to free humanity. And we actually have a better experience in life. So within ourselves, with each other, we come in right relationship with the all. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say for now. How are you going there, sister? Kia ora.
Yeah, kia ora. Yeah, good kōrero. Yeah, I met this wahine today. She lives in Peru and she's staying here for another 3 weeks. And we're going to do some swapsy healing. And then we were talking along, and then all of a sudden she goes, "Oh, I'm a Lemurian." And I'm like, whoa, this changes the picture, right here, right now. And she goes, "Oh, and I do Lemurian card readings." I'm going, whoa, I'm a reader as well, you know? And all of a sudden we're like matching. And this is what I'm finding. I had a client yesterday, and honest to God, some really weird stuff in my life she had done as well. It's like we are mirroring, we're in 0 point field. But what I wanted to share is something really, really important to me. I've got Mira in the house. She knows a lot about this. I've worked with the light body for many years, and we talk about the light body, but a lot of people don't really understand completely what that's about. And I describe it, you know, to clients as that it's our Whiro self, our spirit self. And I take them through the golden central channel, up the chakras and into your light body. And so I wanted to really deepen that understanding for people. So I've written something out. So the light body, you have been asleep to the higher vibration of yourself, of your true self, but now you are awakening. To be in your light body, all you need to do is acknowledge it. I am my light body now. You forgot and lowered your frequency. You came on this mission to marry spirit and matter. Your light body is your true form, the energy of light and sound that is the expression of the divine energy. Your light body stores the electrical ions that connect all subatomic particles and structures in synchronistic synergy and alignment with source. There's different levels of the light body. As you clear, you open up to them to become one with your solar self through the central sun, which is Alcyon, the Pleiades, the inner earth sun, and the different light bodies operate at different frequencies. Do not think you have to be highly evolved to work with these levels of your light body, as you are already divine. And we need to know this, whānau. We're already divine, already our divine self, one with source of all that is. And when I started to learn about the diamond light bodies and all the different coloured light bodies, I used to drive along, and I always used to see this truck go by, and the signage on it was diamond deliveries. And I used to crack up because that was so funny, you know. And it used to be everywhere. It was like, how am I magnetizing this, right? But I was working with it, and that's what we do. As we work with it, we draw it in. So all you have to do is activate the codings on a cellular level. We are actually basically shifting out of the underworlds right now. We've been in them for eons. You have been asleep in the 3D, the third dimension. We transmute old implants for full diamond light body awakening. The multi-prismed sacred geometry expresses the life force of the universe from the source within our heart to the diamond of the unseen, the multifaceted, multi-dimensional diamond of your true essence with the filaments of light, the holograms of our love. And I did a little drawing. It's pretty pathetic. I hope you can see it. I'll just put it here. Can you see that?
You've disappeared now.
Oh,
You've
right.
gone invisible.
Can
It
you
must
see
be the
that?
alchemy.
Can you
Yeah.
see the
Yeah.
this picture? Okay, so you can see that's you in the middle, and basically the energy is like the torus field. It's coming up the top, around on both sides, and up and through the central gate again, and that's it. That is the diamond, and it's multiple fractals of that. Blah, blah. Okay, so I'll talk about that now. Okay, so love that radiates rainbows of life force, light activating worlds within worlds. The diamond allows us to experience our multi-D self while still in a physical body, and assists us to activate the cellular memory and DNA as we open to our expanded awareness and purpose, our vision, our clarity, our inner strength and union. We are a diamond. The diamond is the shape of the octahedron. This shape allows energy to flow from source through it in spiraling vortexes of life force energy, which is light. And as it reaches the bottom apex of that diamond design I showed you, it comes up through the bottom and through the central channel, through your heart and back around. The diamond octahedron of your heart chakra. You will feel the chi, the prana, the life force. And this is so important to understand this, whānau, how this actually works. And I remember when I was in the King's Chamber in Egypt, and the guard wanted us to hold hands, and he wanted to chant which is sound of creation. But the thing that happened to me is I actually, when I was he showed us the middle of the Great Chain Pyramid, and and I saw myself in a octahedron. And what that really was is I really saw my true self. I actually experienced my light body. And at the time, we don't always understand when we have visions or these sort of experiences. But now I understand it fully. I actually was in the divine source light. And I was receiving this multiple fractals of the diamond prisms of love. Yeah, that was my light body. Amazing. What an amazing experience. So you talked a lot about water too, Te Raukura. So the water is now heightened light octaves and will assist humanity. Many have worked with waters for years. We all have. It's energized. Now is the time for the water in your body to be energized and activated. So all the waters within, as we speak of many times. Choose drinking water charged with quartz crystals and drinking more than normal to cleanse the cells and allow the transmissions of crystalline light to illuminate cellular memory. The water is charged with the light from the sun, and we are a sun. We are Rā Ngāti Rā, children of the sun. And that's that for now. I'll come back later and I'll talk about the diamond light body and the crystalline grid and stuff like that, a little bit about the dragons. So that's it for me for now.
Kia ora, sister. Beautiful. The other thing I want to say about water is that when you're drinking water, because, most people are dehydrated, and it really helps to cleanse our cells and actually helps with many ailments, like especially our kidneys and our liver. I'm just looking at Venus right now. It's really bright in the sky. It's quite beautiful. Yeah, she's beaming. Hi, kia ora. And fractionating the water and how important that is for it to be much more efficient in our cells. And how we do that is we put a pinch of salt and half a lemon in there, which helps to also cleanse our body, but it also mineralizes the water and it makes it more palatable. But you only need a tiny pinch of either Celtic salt or Himalayan salt. So yeah, be careful which salts you're using. You do not want to use those iodized salts that have got aluminium in them. So yeah. And the other thing is, during this timeline, it's really good to, if you feel called to do this, to release your waters, to actually clear anything that's being held in your energetic field. And if you feel like you've got something building up, let it build and let it come into a crescendo where you are literally needing to shed some tears, because that is also part of the releasing. And it's good to have them come out through your eyes, and that way you can actually start to utilize some of your tears as your own rescue remedy. But also there's a lot of people that are still carrying a lot of shame and guilt and inherited burdens from their family or familial kind of relationships, and that are also got limited beliefs about who they are, ancestral patterns, and carrying things that aren't serving them anymore. So one of the ways of actually releasing that too is to listen to the megahertz of 396. You know, I thought it was 369, but no, it's 396. And that's specifically for that, for helping to release shame, guilt, fear, all of those negative emotions. Because they can get really stuck in our field and our aura and all of our bodies, like, even our etheric body, they can get stuck there. So as the emotional waters start to clear, the space gets cleared as well. And we the architect talks about clearing the emotion, the ancestral grief. Exactly. There's a lot of ancestral grief that we're carrying. So it's good to give ourselves permission to have these, like a few hours, or it could be a day of just giving yourself permission to go into those deeper tides and do that clearing. And so we continually need to invite ourselves in for these spaces, these deeper spaces within us. And, I've let go of what is no longer serving this journey. Yeah, this journey requires us to be quite clear right now, have the clarity and the fortitude and the focus. And if we're carrying all this other baggage, we're not going to be able to have that. And sometimes it can happen very, very quickly, especially right now. We're in that quickening phase where things happen so fast. All we need is like a couple of hours and boom, we can change dimensions and be in a completely different mindset. So yeah, you find the 396 megahertz playing. There's quite a few videos, or on YouTube, that you can play in the background while you're experiencing a meditation, and it's literally just a humming sound, or sometimes they have other instruments there. So yeah, it can be quite powerful. So the one thing I really want to speak into tonight is the great beginning, or the great secret, the great discovery. And it feels like this portal of this new moon and this matariki frequency is like a convergence of energies through that fetal doorway, and invites us to go into dreaming this future that we're really calling in for ourselves. And it's not something that is waiting to be discovered. It's waiting to be created. So this is the key. We're the ones creating our new future. It's not something that's prescribed by anybody else. Only we can do that for ourselves. And I love the work of Earl Nightingale. He has got this great secret, and it's like a discovery of who we actually are and the power of the mind. I don't know if you've heard this saying before. Have you heard the saying, all is mind? Yeah, there's a reason why all is mind. Because our thoughts shape our attitudes, our thoughts shape our choices, and our choices shape our actions. And those become habits. They become what are the drivers, and habits create our destiny. So we often get stuck in habits and loops and programs and get really stuck there. We can't move beyond it. So there is a law, the law of the seed. And, like, I don't always like quoting the Bible, and I used to be a big Christian and studied the Bible for a long, long time, and used to go to church and be a good girl. And then I discovered that a lot of them were actually just big hypocrites. They like to say all this stuff, and then they had, didn't allow anybody else unless they were following all their rules. So this one he uses as a quote, because he does quote the Bible a little bit in some of his words. There's some really good stuff in the Bible that helps guide humanity, but there's a lot of stuff that's very judgy and all of that as well. So this one here is Proverbs 23:7, and it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." So that is like, it's through our heart, that it's the heart mind coming into action, and that's what helps to guide us, right? And it's what makes us embody and imbue the attributes of whatever we've thought through our heart. And the other thing that he says is, "Seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you." That's Matthew 6:33. So he actually taught that the kingdom begins from within, like a seed planted in that fertile soil. Whatever we consistently nurture in our minds, and actually also engaging it with our heart, right? Because, there's actually as many neurons in our heart as what there are in our brain. And that will eventually bear fruit in our lives. So this is a beginning, a new beginning for us. It feels like we're setting the scene. We're here to become the conscious gardeners of this new creation, of this inner world. And this, I always call it an ascension. I don't see it as an ascension. We're going inwards. We have to. It's all about us. And we have to love ourselves first before we can love anyone else. We have to manage our own experience before we can tell anyone else what to do. And so we've got to be very careful of what we're choosing to sow as well. So, yeah, this is the possibility. This is the future. This is, what seeds are we planting right now? What are we telling ourselves? What stories are we perpetrating right now? And yeah, so I love what he's actually sharing in his work, because this is a new cycle for humanity, and I feel like we are needing to get a lot of different tools in our kete right now, especially some magic tricks in our kete, because we've sort of been stuck in this old scene for a long time, but now we're starting to pull out some of the pearls of wisdom from people that have, cracked some codes in the past. And yeah, for many of us, we've been just shaped by all these inherited beliefs, right? Because we've heard it from our parents, and we've heard it from our peers and our teachers and all of that, of whatever. But our future has not been written yet. Our future is something that we decide. So tonight, we gently set aside all of that past. This is the invitation for us to, not deny our reality, but actually to take the reins of it. And so we do this. This is remembering that human beings also possess imagination, wisdom, creativity, and the freedom to choose how we respond. So this is something that actually helps, going to help shape our future. Yes, just discovered. Yeah, kia ora. So it's not something that we predict, this future. It's something that we help to shape through our mind, through intentional focus. And so one loving thought at a time, one courageous action at a time. And our conscious choice, it needs to be one choice at a time. And yeah, we are no longer postponing our dreams. We're making them happen. We're making real the dream now because we can and because we choose to. But this is also about us not allowing those old stories to define who we are and what's possible. So now is the season to dream consciously and to plant wisely and to live intentionally. Now, there's a couple of things here that will assist in doing that. So one of the things that has been asked of us for the truth, the really deep manifestation, is it is a 30-day process, and it's just one manifestation at a time, not 88 a day. It's one manifestation at a time. So whatever you're wanting to call in, you write it down on a piece of paper. You write down your manifestation as if it was being experienced right now, and then whatever that might be. And then on the other side of the paper, you write the I guess it's it's what was spoken on the Mount. It's a Sermon on the Mount, and it's about just repeating this as often as you can, perhaps just having a look at your manifestation, what you're wanting to call in every day, so you've got it with you, possibly even carrying it around with you in your pocket or in your purse, but looking at it every day. And then saying this quote, "Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be open unto you." So, yeah, that's a pretty powerful one. And so, yeah, just have this for 30 days. So define that goal, write it down, and then while this 30-day process is taking place, quit running yourself down. You've got to stop thinking of all the reasons why you can't be successful. You've got to really raise yourself up. You've got to be really on track with how you're thinking about yourself. Track your attitude. So, journal if you can every day and just track your attitude and write a description of the sort of person that you are aspiring to be, like someone who has got all these different facets that you really admire, and then act like you are that person. Because, this is the great divine play that we're in, right? We're in a divine play and we're the main actor. So we get to choose whatever character we want to be in this divine play. And we also get to choose our playmates. And I love that you guys are all my playmates. Yay. You guys are a lot of fun. And so that is the great manifesting possibility that I want to share with you today. But if you start doubting yourself on any of those days, if you start, running yourself down or stop thinking about the power of what is possible for you, then you have to start again and count another day one to the 30 days. So it's one manifestation at a time. Fulfill it, focus on it, put intention into it, attention into it. And I'm going to be sure because I've got myself a sand dollar. I'm going to be placing that right on top and hoping for the very, very best. Well, not hoping, knowing it's all possible. So yeah, that's a bit of planting wisely. So Anhara.
Wow, that's a lot of food for thought. The seed within, to me, is the Atma, is the infinite flame that burns within our heart chakra. It's our sacred seed of who we are, our infinite self. And and that is our original self, like our light body is our true self. And the key thing to the universe too is to ask, because the universe is quite palpable and we can interact with it, and people forget to ask for what they want. And, they'll think, oh, well, the universe is not going to give me what I want. But like you said, you've got to write it down. I'm doing the 88 a day. It's been a mission, and I have a lot of determination, though. And honestly, I've manifested 7 things already from the things I'm writing down, because I really wanted to make change. And so to make change, you have to do something different, right? You can't keep doing the same thing. You have to make the changes, do something out of the box, out of your norm. I felt into what you were saying about the like the generational trauma. A lot of it we're holding in our inner child. I see it time and time again. And I just want to have a kōrero with everyone that inside the Moo Movement, the www.moomovement.com, Te Raukura and I have got a practitioner platform there. Te Raukura's got her offerings and I have got mine. And we're there in service to everybody. So some are, one-on-one, and others, we can do online with you. But we are here in service to help you with the skills that we have and who we are. So I just want to really plug that at the moment, because, it's taken a lot of effort to actually get all our teachings up there. And I know there's something for everybody, and we can move through this together, work together. I wanted to kind of finish off tonight. I wanted to talk about, again, the diamond light body matrix and what that's really kind of all about. So I'm going up the other spectrum now. So it awakens through the earth. The diamonds that have been placed around the earth, the planet, are awakening the doorway of the new paradigm. As we allow ourselves to be diamond light, we are liquid plasma. Each diamond is placed at crucial vortexes that is harmonizing not only the earth grids, but light and solar grids, also stars in the solar system, galaxy and universe. Stepping up the phase of our awakening consciousness, the liquid light plasma illuminates through us in diamond light. The diamond is a crystal. The crystals were utilised by the dragons, the creator beings. They originally placed them into the earth at the different grid points to form the crystalline grid. This gave us life as we know it and created the electromagnetic field that brings harmony and light to the physical realm. Now the Draco codes, which are actually the dragon codes, are activating further as we make the alignment back into the home within us. Our home in the stars, we return to the source. The diamond doorway opens so that we can awaken the living libraries of light within us and allow the diamond light to illuminate our chakras and each and every cell as we take ourselves into the inner planes of the earth. The diamonds are humming, they're awakening, connecting through the Southern Cross doorway of the new paradigm, through the dragon codes that are flowing through the earth light matrix. Everything is connected, above, below, within, without. The dragon codes that are flowing through the earth light matrix. As we allow ourselves to be the diamond light, we are the liquid plasma. Surrender to the remembrance of who you really are. Your DNA activates to the divinity within the cells of humanity's bodies. We have finished the fear factor that kept us imprisoned in third density. We unified duality. And in the big picture, we came out of a white hole and back through a black hole and through the crossover point into new creation. The diamond lights are linked in the eternal flow. And so it's really, really important that I see that we don't play with the underworld stuff. We're coming up and out of that. And that's why Lemuria's come online again and why we are actually reactivating the mother grid. The mother, the great mother, the cosmic mother is actually, she is orchestrating all of this. And so the waters are really important, and being really careful not being pulled into what we call Te Wheki's whirlpool. which is the whirlpool of the mind. The mind is the one we got to watch. The mind is very, there's a lot of distortion. We need to tune into the Atma, your internal flame. You need to know that you are always connected to source. And yeah, this is really where it's at, whānau. So we are amazing magicians. We can actually create anything we like. And if you go back to the biblical stuff, Jesus said, these things you can do and more. And we are doing them more. We have actually manifested so much right now. And there's more to manifest, but we need to do it together. We can't do it alone because that's part of all the diamond light grids coming together, forming this beautiful matrix of light. It's so powerful. It's beyond any distortion programs. And it's all done through the heart chakra, through the heart math. And yeah, so that's all I've got to say. Much love to you all. Mwah.
Kia ora, sister. Yeah, the mind is the slave, not the master. And yeah, the diamond light body and the diamond matrix, it's the earth matrix, and then the cosmic matrix is much more hexagonal, I feel. That's connected to the miraka, the milk and the honey of the cosmos, but the diamond matrix is what we're becoming. And yeah, even my earrings will tell you that. Yeah, they're like portals, and every now and again you'll get Te Wheke's little tentacle coming through, like tentacular time. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if it'll come through. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, there's Te Wheke.
I just wanted to say too, we have to really see the shit for what it is in the mind realm, because the mind is it's very distorted in lots of ways. That's where all the programming is, and that's why it's really important. I'm always auto-correcting myself. So if I feel some mind programs coming through, I drop it down to my manawa, my heart space. And so if something's presenting, I'll say, is this about me? Or what do I feel about this? This is the divine feminine, because we've been in the mind, the male, the that left brain, logical, blah blah blah. But if we bring it down into the feeling self, into the heart, this is more like the compassionate heart. And but I do muscle test a lot, and we talk about this. It's really got me through life, because otherwise you're really indecisive. You don't know which way to go. You might have a lot of things. I don't like a lot of choices at once, because I feel like, oh my shit, like which one am I going to choose? But if I muscle test, I can actually go, yes, that's for me. No, that's not for me. I do kind of a finger muscle testing. I use it with my clients, and it's always on par. I always get it right. It's always right for me. And so these are not other superpowers or tools that we need to break through this mind field, this mind effery, mind effery, right? Because that is it, right? This is how we're controlled. And it's only when we find our way back to the Atma, the eternal flame, and that all that we are and all that we were always, we don't have to earn it. We don't have to go anywhere to get it. We're already that. And if we can actually work with our inner intelligence, we're unstoppable in a really good way. Yeah.
Yeah, kia ora. And that's the monad too. So coming back into the 144,000 aspects of ourself, which of course you are all part of me. There's only one of us here. And so, this is how we realize as well the power of the group, and how we can finish each other's sentences off, and we can, certainly feel the same pulse, because essentially this is who we've become, or who we're becoming. Yeah. This is our evolution. And this is also part of the new earth dreaming. Yeah, how we're going back to that unity consciousness. So just going to invite everyone to, just close your eyes for a minute and just imagine standing beneath the stars of Matariki and the Whiro moon in Cancer, and just feel the connection between yourself, your body, your mind, your heart, your diamond body, and just feeling that deep alignment taking place between your emotions, your mind, your heart, the whole field, and each other. Above you, infinite possibility. Below you, eternal living earth. Feel the waters stirring within. And honouring this place of belonging. Here in your home, in your temple. And within you, feel that original ahika, first light of creation. Ma, first light. Ha, first breath. Ka, first birth. Wa, first love. Ta, first stone. He, first fire. From Huna Mota Taki. Welcome home to yourself, and ask silently to yourself, what are you ready to create now? How can I best serve the world? Trust your own inner wisdom. Pause, listen, and receive. Gonna do a card reading now before we do our kani. Oh my goddess, we have the tohora, card number 40, which is super interesting because it's connected to Sirius. The tohora is a Sirian being. They originally came from the star system, the mother sun of Sirius. And it's a sonar frequency anchor. This was actually the last card that I shared online for Matariki, so perfect timing, right? Okay, tohora. Sonar frequency anchor, water song, sonar navigator, original GPS. You are the one called to remember through water. When the tohora swims into your field, it is no small thing. This is a soul-led visitation, a moment of immense alignment. The great matriarch of the waters has come to you now because she senses that you are ready to remember the ancient currents of guidance, the sacred codes of sound and the breath of life that sings through the water. The tohora does not just sing for herself, she sings for the world. Her sonar pulses into the great cosmic ocean, reaching shores beyond stars, calling all beings home. She's not only a navigator of the sea, she's the guardian of soul direction. And she's here to offer you a way back into coherence. Tohora holds within her massive frame the sound library of Earth, a living intelligence of healing, space, and interspecies unity. Her sound waves penetrate distortion, dissolving anxiety and aligning the heart to truth. She is here to help you find your own current, to remember that the air you breathe is mostly water. And the water comes mainly from the sun. You are more than ocean. You are more ocean than you are land. Our ancestors once followed the tohora across vast oceans, from the ancient land of Hawaii to Aotearoa, guided by her rhythms, her constellations, her invisible map woven through the tides. She is the original GPS, the sacred Navi system of Earth. The story of Paikea, the whale rider, lives in you too. You are being reminded that you ride with her, not on her back, but in frequency. Your soul remembers how to follow the warm currents of truth, of purpose, and of love. And the sound seed activation for this is Tohora Whiro Nui Ko au te ngaru, ko au te rangi, pai ki tō ora. In the karakia invocation, e tohora nui whakaoho I te ngākau ki te reo wai, ko koe te ara, ko au te wai. O great whale, awaken my heart to the voice of water. You are the path. I am the water. Yes. So if any of you haven't got yourself a set of these cards yet, they are on the website, and they have many, many beautiful codes in here for different sacred sites and different beings that are part of this Mu awakening. So just a couple of things before we go into the kanikani. Just wanted to say that, for those of you who are contemplating becoming part of the Mu community, I just wanted to say that we did actually have a goal to have 50 members by the 18th of July, which is Neil's birthday. He's been really instrumental in getting everything together, like the website and the back end, and he's been amazing. So it'll be great to have a few more whānau on board, because this is the mothership. We're going places, and I keep getting prophetic dreams about us being on this huge mothership together, and it's like, this is making real the dream, no more pretense anymore. This is real. This shift is real, and we're doing it. So it'll be great to have you with us, come and on board with us, for those who may be on here that are kind of standing on the edge. But if you enjoy these journeys with us, we would love to have you join us and become a member. And as a member, you would receive the Wednesday Wisdom Circle. Of course, that's available to everybody, but we always like to, we usually only have people from the movement and a couple of, people who may come in. But there's a Friday temple, there's the monthly grid work that we do, and so much more, and a really active community of incredible people who are our kin, who can have these crazy as telluric conversations, like edgy conversations. And you're not going to be seen as someone who's like out there anymore. This is what this is all about. And we're here to fulfill first light prophecy in real time. So we have a daily mood chat line as well. So lots of activity on there, lots of amazing things. And we also have a Facebook group, the Galactic Grandmothers of Moo. If you haven't already been on there, there's a lot of content that gets added in there daily. And our group is growing exponentially. So yeah, we're over 2,500 people now. So yeah, and growing every day. So yeah, that's us. And there is also a Moo raffle, and we'd love to sell a few more tickets. So those of you who are part of our crew, if you could just post that up onto your page, that would help, because even 2 or 3 more tickets, because we've got till the 25th before we pull the winning people, and there's like 4 prizes, so there's lots of opportunity there. And it'll be great to have a bit more support for that. And we also have the Body of Moo retreat on the 7th to 11th of December. We're going to keep talking about that, because that's we're super excited about that, and we're hoping to get some more whānau from over in Te Whenua o Te Moemoeā who will come and join us. That would be incredible. And so yes, now let's have our kani. And for those who would like to know more about the Moo Movement, it's literally moomovement.com, and there's the membership section in there, and that'll guide you through. It's actually a sliding scale, and memberships start for as little as less cheaper than half a cup of coffee, so come and join us. Yeah, it's very affordable. We've made it purposely that way. So let us I'm just going to turn my background video settings off so I can come and join you for the kani. And yeah, I'm just going to turn my screen around so you can see me. And here we go, whānau.
Tonight the sky is softly calling, cancer moon upon the sea. Every heartbeat is remembering who we came to be. We are not waiting for tomorrow, we are the living flame, ground crew of the ancient mother, here to speak her name. The waters carry every blessing, every dream begins anew, as we open to remembrance, the earth awakens too. the new world awaken. Let love move upon every wind. Water and earth become one heartbeat as the spirit of moon rises within us. May the sun shine through my being. May the moon illuminate my heart. Dance, celebrate life. Together we remember home.
Feel the rivers flowing through you. Ancient memories arise. Every tear becomes an ocean. Every dream can crystallize.
Love becomes our sacred language. Peace becomes our way. Faith and truth awaken softly, guiding every day.
We are living streams of starlight. Ocean children born anew. Every breath becomes a blessing.
Every heart remembers moon.
Let's go!
Ayo, ayo, karateao, kareretearoha, kingaho. Kote wai, kote whenua, kote manawa, o muetu. Fiti mai te akiroto iyo, fiti mai te maramaki taku ngā kau. Kani kani whakanui te ora, ka hoki tato ki te kainga.
Plant the seeds of new tomorrow, leave the old behind. Every loving thought you nurture shapes the heart and mind. We are pillars made of punamo, steady, radiant, true. Holding open heaven's doorway, building something new.
Mother Earth is softly breathing.
Calling every soul to rise. When we walk in love together.
Light is multiplied. Ayo, ayo, karateao, kareretearoha, kingahau. Kote wai, kote whenua, kote manawa, o muetu. Fiti mai te akiroto iyo, fiti mai te maramaki taku ngā kau. Kani kani whakanui te ora, ka hoki tato ki te
Hear my
kainga.
body beat, deathly call it ancient fires. Burn bright, every soul becomes a lantern.
Every heart alight,
Mother engine now is turning.
feel her living flow.
Dance the future into being.
This is what we know.
We remember why we came here.
Not to hide or stand apart,
But to weave a world of kindness.
on a waking heart. Raise your hand, feel the waters, feel the heartbeat of the earth.
Raise your voices.
Call the people, we are giving love new birth.
Peace is rising.
Hope is shining, every soul becomes the flame.
Dance together.
Dream together,
We are never quite the same.
ayo, 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 karateao, kareretearoha, kingahau. Kote wai, kote whenua, kote manawa, o muetu. Fiti mai te akiroto iyo, fiti mai te maramaki taku ngā kau. Kani kani whakanui te ora, ka hoki tato ki te kainga. We become the dream, we become the song. We become the river, we become the dawn.
The moon has heard us. The stars have blessed us. The earth has received us.
And the mother remembers fire, peace, love, joy, truth, faith, authenticity. Kani kani, kani kani, kani kani, Maori ora.
Woo. It's always so lovely seeing you all dance. Well, some of you, not all of you. Which is fine, mighty fine. Oh, I'll just bring some more light on the matter. It's a little bit glary. Yes, so, one of the key reasons why we are coming together in Taupō is to actually spin the spinner chakra of the planet, which we have not succeeded in doing yet. So that is our main objective. So no small feat, it's actually it's quite a significant thing. No one else has attempted to do that before, but we've been given a divine directive. That's what it's all about. So beautiful, whānau. Just going to close out with a little bit of a transmission, returning to the original signal. Just getting you to close your eyes and take a deep conscious breath. Long and soft breath out. And just feel the earth holding you, holding your body. Feel your heart settling. Feel the waters within you becoming calm and still. And imagine a stream of golden light flowing from the stars of Matariki through this Cancer new moon and into the crown of your head, filling every cell of your body, penetrating every muscle, tissue, bone, and bringing in hope, restoration, grace, remembrance. Release every story that says you are too late, too small, too broken, not enough. And allow it to dissolve like mist in the morning light. And in its place, awaken the original signal that has always lived within you. Bring it into your heart and receive this beautiful vision for your future, for your sublime future, the most perfect vision of the new reality field that you're creating now. See it already alive. Feel the joy. Feel the gratitude. Feel the peace of becoming the person who naturally lives that reality. And remember, as a woman thinketh in her heart, so it is. May your thoughts become seeds of hope. May your words become kind to your soul. Your actions become love. And your life become a blessing to this world. Carry with you the frequencies of peace, love, joy, truth, faith, and authenticity. May you leave this circle lighter than you arrived, knowing that the future is not waiting for you. It's quietly being created through every conscious choice and thought you make. Take one final breath. receive. And as you gently open your eyes, remember to walk as a living pillar of light upon the earth. You are the Pounamu, a living pillar of Mu. Kia ora, beautiful ones, beloved family of Mu.
Sing all your beautiful light in your heart space, your Atma, eternal flame, all you beautiful divine beings. Much aroha, po Māori e.
Ka kite anō. Have a wonderful evening. Po Māori e.
Māori e.
Ka kite.